Hey guys, welcome to ANX Gamecast Level 152. I'm Unbiased Anne, and I'm here with Genesis and Glenn. How's it going, guys?
Hey.
What up?
What are you excited to talk about today?
Glenn, what are you excited to talk about today?
Honestly, a lot of stuff.
Yeah?
Anime, gaming, stuff for the past couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we went to a con, so I think I'm ready to have the conversation piece about anime cons. What you got?
I'm excited to talk about Anime Frontier.
Specifically?
Yeah, just the whole experience. And it's like extra fun because Glenn was there too.
Glenn was there too. So before we introduce Glenn, y'all do the things like share. Share's a new thing. Share's big now. Like, share, subscribe, follow, hit all the buttons because it will greatly help us out. Now, Glenn.
Hello.
Who are you? And how do we know you?
Hi, so my name is Glenn, aka Honor online, and I work for a place called V1 Tech.
Okay.
I also just now kind of stopped, but I was also working at a store in Garland, Anime Armory. Okay. And I go to a lot of anime conventions.
Okay, so V1 Tech. Mm-hmm. Never heard of it. We don't have any of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't see anything around here that looks like, V1 Tech stuff.
Can you show them the V1 Tech?
Like point to the background?
Yeah.
So there, you'll notice. Okay, hold on.
No skills.
My spatial awareness is off here. So these.
Okay, who's that? Bulma, Chun-Li.
Got Bulma and Chun-Li. And then you can't see as much on this side, but we have two more. Actually, we have 6 over here. But you can
see if I can do a better job. You see this?
6. Yeah, we have.
See this Ryu? See this? Majin Vegeta? All from V1 Tech.
Yeah, we have a lot.
So what's the website?
V1tech.com.
All right, and don't you do something else too?
Yes, I also write a manga.
Okay, is there somewhere we can see some
Yes,
of it?
actually, it's on right now on our business account, Drifter Studios. Okay. We're actually releasing our Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 here very soon. 2025 is going to be a really big year. A lot of chapters are going to be released, so.
Okay, sounds good. We will try to get those links down in the description when we post this video. Okay. I said I was going to put you on the spot. Rapid fire questions. I don't even know if I can remember all of them. It's been so long since we had like a new person on the show. Mm-hmm. Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Yes. the one that started our show out, Street Fighter or King of Fighters?
Street Fighter. Street Fighter, yeah. I have to, yeah.
What's your favorite anime? TV show?
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay. What about movie? Anime movie?
Anime movie.
Yeah.
Honestly,
okay.
The Ava series, like the movies at 1.1, 2.2, those count? Or do you mean like kind of like Disney type movies?
Are those like OVAs or are they kind of ish?
Because those are like my favorite ones I remember watching. Okay. If not, probably for sure Mugen Train.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know, does that count as an anime movie? Because it went into episodes after.
So I'm gonna give you one of mine, Perfect Blue.
That's a good one.
Your Name, Weathering with You. Those are some of my favorite ones. Okay. So movie. All right. What about favorite video game?
Halo 3 particular.
Halo 3. Better than ODST?
Oh, I feel like it's the same thing though, isn't it?
Yeah, ODST had the shorter storylines.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say yeah.
I mean, just saying. What else we got? What questions am I missing from the rapid fire?
Favorite con to work.
Oh no. All right.
How about this? Favorite con to work in the last 2 weeks?
Anime Frontier.
Hey.
Easy peasy.
All right, no. We're gonna have more questions for you at a later date, but right now we're going to just get into round 1. Y'all ready for round 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Round 1.
All right, we are in round 1, and this is the anime that we are currently watching. Whose is this one?
Mine.
All right, where did you see this?
Anime Frontier.
Nice. So they were doing
screenings,
world premieres, all that kind of good stuff. So what is this one about? Because
So
I feel like you like the ones with these long names.
I do. I love long name animes. They're just so funny to me. Like the title. Like that slime one. I've never seen it, but it's just like
That's what I'm watching
Dungeon.
right now on the treadmill.
Yeah.
And you see faces a little puffy. I haven't really been watching slime. Therefore, which means I haven't been on the treadmill.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay. So this is about a guy, I think, who's friends with some girls, and these girls happen to work at a place where they dress like guys. And I don't think it's like I think it's very normal. I don't think it's odd that they dress as guys for whatever they're doing.
I think they're like butlers or something.
Yeah, they're like serving.
So they're serving drinks at a bar or something, but it's like they're like butlers or something.
Right.
So they decided to just dress as men while they're at work.
Right. Right. And so there is this mixer that they all show up to, and they're still dressed like that from work.
So they look like, so they went to meet dudes at a mixer. The dudes went to meet girls. And when they all showed up, it looks like 6 guys.
Right, right.
So that's why it's called How I Attended an All Guys Mixer. So it's not really all guys, but it appears to be.
It appears to be that way.
Okay,
yeah. And so I know one of the guys, I think, you know, there's obviously like any show, there's going to be guy girl. Well, no, not any show. Sorry. There's all sorts, but in this particular one, there's a romantic. That's what I was going to say. There's a romantic kind of thing going on. And so I know in particular, there was kind of a funny scene with where the guy and the girl are like kind of hanging out at the beach, and the girl who's dressed as guy is like lathering lotion all over him, and he's just like, I don't know. It's just kind of funny the way they did it.
There's a lot of people on the beach kind of watching.
Yeah.
But it's not in like a disgusted way.
Right.
There's a lot of girls who actually think what they think they're seeing is cool.
Right.
So they're like into it. They're like, oh, is he going to do it? Are they going to do it? And then they start doing it, and everybody kind of freaks out.
Yeah.
So the thing about that, it was a premiere presented by High Dive, right? It was actually the last 2 episodes of the show. So I haven't been to a lot of premieres, but I thought that was kind of different.
That's different.
Right. But they were just like, it's really episodic. So it's just like, whatever. Like there's no like big overarching story, spoiler, big, thing at the end. Right. Let me fix my camera. So I'm doing the thing. Right. So it's like, you could just kind of watch any episode and you're okay.
Yeah. I liked it though. I think it's like just a matter of like showing relationships built over time, between these people, this group, and I liked it. Like I would definitely watch more of it.
So what I will say about it, I'm still trying to fix my camera. Y'all don't pay me no attention. What I will say about it, and I mean this like in a nice way, it was stupid as all get out.
Yeah,
but I mean it in a good way. Like if you're just looking for lighthearted, stupid comedy, lots of laughs, check this show out.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like, I wouldn't say this was like a great quality. This isn't like Evangelion, okay? But it is certainly.
Why'd you say it like that? Evangelion.
Because it's French.
From now on, that's how it's going to be said.
Evangelion. That's my French accent. So
it's that Frenchy.
It's not like that kind of quality, but it is lighthearted.
Yeah.
So I would definitely watch more. You know.
And I think was it there they gave us these coins? Yeah,
they did give us some cool coins.
Yeah. I'm used to having something here when we rip Pokemon cards that I can just show it real easy. But so they do give away sometimes at these premieres. So they gave everybody coins when they came in, and the person who had the pink coin could come up and win. I think they won a script from the show signed by all the voice actors.
That's actually really cool.
And I think directors and stuff. I think that's what happened here. So we didn't get a pink one. We have no script. And honestly, since we were actually there doing press, I probably would have made a scene and gave it away to somebody else.
Yeah.
That's probably what I would have done if we would have won. So, but that was really dope that they did that.
That's cool.
So would I watch this on my own? No. Do I think Unbiased Anne would like it? She said she would like it. Yeah. So would I watch this? I kind of want to see it dubbed now.
Oh, I for sure want to see it dubbed.
It sounds like a dubbed.
Like the subtitles, like the voice actors was so goofy. I want to see how the dubbed version is.
Mhm.
Well, and Glenn, if you don't know, I will tell you.
Oh, that should have been one of the questions.
Oh, yeah.
Subbed or dubbed?
Oh no, that's a horrible question.
That's a great question.
It honestly subbed just because it comes out first, but
So you impatient.
yeah, I'm not waiting like, well, it depends which anime it is.
Yeah.
But if it's like Bleach, for example, it comes out on Saturdays, I'm watching it that Saturday. I'll
Okay.
probably like rewatch it, dubbed.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I've been waiting for 1,000 Year Blood War for 10 years. I'm not waiting another week if another episode's
But
out.
I see. I'm the opposite with that. I've been waiting for 10 years, so I can wait another week.
No, I can't.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
So what we are dubbed
Okay.
like 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
We don't like. Neither one of us like subtitles.
Yeah, no.
I just grew up on it. That was my biggest thing. Anime was on Time Warner Cable, so we just subbed. So I just got used to eating my ramen and watching anime like that.
Yeah, I'm a little bit older, so
Yeah, you're a lot younger than us.
hey.
Okay, well, me.
Jeez. All right, hold on. Let me get to the next one before these personal shots start coming out. All right, so there was a Crunchyroll premiere. That was a bunch of Crunchyroll premieres, world premieres. We went to one, and this one was called Headhunted to Another World, from Salaryman to Big Four. Another one of your long titles that you
Always
like.
so long.
It was so long.
They are.
Like I wasn't even for sure I was still reading the title or if I was reading something else. So this one is like basically like a guy in like I don't want to say corporate America, but corporate, I guess, Japan. And he basically kind of gets recruited by like the demon underworld to come in and help use his corporate skills to control everything in the demon world because everything's kind of out of control.
Okay.
So a comedy.
Yeah.
And because it's in the demon world, there was a lot of like people with armor and swords and stuff. But the particular episode we saw, there wasn't a lot of action going on.
Mm-hmm.
So there may be a lot of action. I don't know, but definitely just by what it's about, it's going to be a lot of comedy, right? Because that's the concept is just so kind of crazy, So, but what I will say, so here's a PSA out there for everyone who goes to cons specifically and they want to see world premieres and things of that nature. Get there early.
Yes, and sit in the front.
I believe that.
Because here's the deal. Not that I would expect anything like this to have stadium seating. I'm not expecting that. But because they don't have stadium seating, you can't see the subtitles at the bottom of the screen if you are in the back, because there's too many heads in the way, too many cosplay, right? And if you can't see,
You're just watching Japanese.
you're just watching it in Japanese
Yeah.
and you really don't have any clue what's going on.
Which is what happened to me on this one.
So
I
that-
couldn't see anything.
Yeah, that's the same thing here.
I had like Willy Wonka hat in front of me, and I could not see one thing.
Right.
Yes, man. That makes sense.
So at least with I attended all guys mixer or whatever, I was able to see 95% of it.
Yeah.
So I knew what was going on. This one here, I didn't have any clue what was really happening. And because there wasn't a lot of action, it was just kind of this guy, he was talking to like these demon looking things. There was another demon looking thing, and they were just all talking. I didn't really get a good grasp of like what was going on. So I can't say if it was good or bad or if I would check it out again. I think the basic concept makes me interested in it. Because if I didn't go to the premiere and if I didn't, someone didn't tell me the basic concept, would I be interested in this? Probably not. But now that I know what it's about, it's like, okay, like I might have to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to check it out just to see.
Yeah.
What do you think? Just generally
Yeah.
speaking.
I mean, I would give it another try because, like I said, that one I couldn't see one word. I was very confused, so I would definitely give it another try.
Okay. Whose is this one?
Ah, that was mine.
So
Yes.
somebody was working, so they didn't get to do any premieres, but you've been watching
Dun da da. I think that's how you say it. Dun da da. Dun da da.
Dan.
Dan da dan. Yeah.
So what is this keeps popping up everywhere. I keep seeing people talking about it. Trends on Twitter a lot. We had a friend shout us out and like, yo, you need to do a review of this. The only thing I've ever heard about this is I believe it was one of those animes like a few months ago that got leaked.
Yes.
I think it was a part of that.
Oh,
Yes.
I remember that.
That's outside of that, and like I guess this girl in the pink sweater dancing, and
like Rihanna.
and people doing the dance online. I really don't know anything about this. So,
What you got?
what you got?
So, in my opinion, right now, Dandara, when it comes to the anime and manga, for me, it's probably number one on my slate.
Okay,
I watched the first episode, and then after that, I was pretty much hooked.
okay,
I binged all at the time. Like it was 171 chapters in
Dang.
like
Okay.
2 to 3 days. I
Yeah.
read it all, and I think it's the first manga / anime since My Hero, which I'm gonna get flamed for that, but it is what it is, that I've been really invested into watching, not just from a like watcher aspect, but as like a writer too.
okay.
It's changed. I'm not really into romance anime. I'm cool with like, Deku likes Uchaka and stuff like that. That's cool. But I'd never actually watched or read something going, all right, when is this thing gonna happen between you two, and
Yeah.
when is this gonna that? And it's actually
So what's the term? Ship? So you're shipping these people?
Yes. So I mean,
Are you, or is this just,
well, I mean, in the show generally, so the guy in the black, his name is Ken Takakura. Technically,
Shout
that's
out.
his real name.
okay?
And but she calls him Ogrun because she likes the actor Ken.
I thought you were gonna say she's gonna call him Deku. Okay.
No. I mean, he kind of is kind of like Deku sometimes.
Oh, no.
But I mean,
So,
No.
so he cries a lot?
So it cries all the time.
it's not. He doesn't really cry. It's more of a like a what's the word for it? Confidence thing.
Okay.
It's way more of a confidence thing with him. Deku, I guess, in the beginning was more confidence, but even after the fact, he still cried all the time. But I mean, like, and her name is Momo.
Okay.
And pretty much how the whole entire anime starts off is she's breaking up with her boyfriend
Okay.
because he's kind of a bad person. And
Jerk.
she runs into him getting bullied in his classroom, and she stops it, and she just leaves. And he takes that moment to actually go and talk to her, because that's the first person he's ever like met and like made not a connection to, but just he just took the chance.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't believe that aliens are real, and he doesn't believe ghosts are real.
Okay.
And they both go to different sites where there are ghost sightings and alien sightings, and that's when the adventure kind of starts. So it's a very, very good show. How I like to explain it to some of my friends, if you like that kick in your feet type of romance, you'll love it. It brings everybody back to high school when we were all figuring things out,
Yeah.
life, if we're like this, like not, all that stuff. So
Yeah.
it's a good anime. Don't get me wrong. It does have scenes once in a while when you're like, but I mean, like, it's nothing too crazy in my
Okay.
opinion. We watched enough anime.
So
Yeah.
we got the Crunchyroll logo up here, but you
Yes.
said it was also on Netflix.
Yes.
So is it dubbed yet?
It's actually one of those special ones, kind of like Kaiju number 8, where the same day it's subbed. it's-
Simo.
Oh,
Same day.
cool.
Okay.
So I
That makes
actually
sense
watched.
for Netflix.
Yeah.
yeah.
Crunchyroll, same thing.
Okay.
About same exact day. Actually, I would watch it twice sometimes. One
How-
dubbed, one subbed.
Really?
So, yeah.
How many episodes?
12. It ended Thursday.
And did they already announce the season 2?
Season 2
I
is
think
in
so.
July next year.
Okay. So we got until July to kind of catch up.
Yeah.
We've been busy. We ain't really been watching a lot. of
Oh,
stuff.
no, I understand. I gotta
Um,
catch up on some stuff.
Yeah. All right. So what do you think? You wanna
No, I'd
watch it?
definitely check it out.
Okay.
I knew that I had recognized the name, but I couldn't remember from what. And I do remember us covering that leak, and so
Mhm.
that I'm sure that's where I heard it.
All right. Y'all ready for the next round?
Yes.
Round 2.
Vote man.
Anime Frontier is the most anime convention I have ever been to.
Who said that?
Genesis.
Said that?
That's what it says on the screen.
Yes.
All right. Anime Frontier is the most anime convention I ever been to. So let me explain, and then I'll get y'all's feedback reaction. We've been to a lot of cons over the past couple of years, and just in general, they're turning into not that this is a bad thing, because I enjoy meeting a voice actor and getting my Funko Pop signed, but they're kind of turning into who can get the biggest celebrity names here and take up half the con, and it's just all voice actors and autographs.
Yeah.
And that is the bulk of what you see. Then once you go out onto the floor, you're gonna have your artist alley, which I'm not necessarily there for that. I enjoy looking at some of the art. We don't buy a lot of custom art. Boo, right? Boo that man. But that's going to be a big chunk of your floor too. Then the other part is going to be a lot of booths with Funko Pops.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm just being honest, right?
Yeah.
So that makes for a cool con, but if I'm looking for the total anime experience, I want to see some booths with kimonos and swords, and I want to see booths with 1 million anime statues, right?
Custom controllers, like
Some control, like
Yeah.
I want to see. I do want to see the Japanese arcades, right? I want all of that, and I feel like Anime Frontier, and I'm not just saying that because they gave us press pass, had a little bit of everything
Mm-hmm.
instead of a lot of a couple of things.
mm-hmm.
What do y'all think? Am I off base here? Because I think, Glenn, like I said, generally speaking, I think you've been to more cons and more different types of cons than we have, but we've been to our fair share. So what do you think about that comment? Am I crazy?
No, I agree.
Okay.
Actually, the reason why I agree, because I have actually like 2 different kind of categories when it comes to conventions.
Okay.
Ones that where I would take like my kids and stuff,
Mhm.
and ones I would not.
Okay.
And I think Frontier is the best. Other than like Fan Expo, but Fan Expo is like too busy sometimes.
Yeah.
But Frontier is perfect where I can bring my kids. They have a kids area. They can draw. They can do all this other stuff.
Yeah, they did have that, and that's something that I just glazed over because it doesn't appeal to me. But no, they 100% had that. I think you were trying to rest your feet
I did.
and taking up the
understand.
kids, taking up the
I did.
kids' spots.
I sat down and then I realized it said no reserved. And I was like, oh my God. Because
Yeah,
we've been
so-
walking 13,000 steps.
So no, I'm glad you brought that up because I totally forgot about that. So yeah, go ahead, continue.
And that's why I would put it up there. For me, for like, I don't want to say party con, but going and relaxing, not necessarily have to work. WeebCon for me. It was one of the first places I think I guessed it at, the first WeebCon, and WeebCon has always been just a nice, like, I would still bring my kids once in a while to that one,
Yeah.
but it's more of an adult. Me and my friends are there. We're gonna relax. We have a hotel. We might drink. Honestly, we might have some fun.
Hey,
That type of stuff. But like,
Yeah.
I saw a lot more riskier cosplay at WeebCon too.
yes,
I did not see anything that was that risque at Anime Frontier.
Mhm.
yeah,
I mean, so
Yeah.
anyway,
that's true.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
so WeebCon, yeah, I can see that being more the hangout,
Mhm.
right? And then, like you said, there are more party cons. Like you'll never really catch me at those specifically, just to be going.
Mhm.
Like I probably wouldn't go to those. But yeah, Anime Frontier, like I said, it just has had a little bit of everything for everybody. What do you think about the statement?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like, I don't know if I was just paying more attention this time,
Mhm.
but I felt like I had never seen so much cosplay. There was so much cosplay.
There was a lot.
And not just on the floor. You may not have seen it just on the floor, but like the meetups. Well, some of those meetups that they did for the different shows, which I don't know if you got a chance to go to those because you were working, but there was like a ton.
Mhm.
I mean, and I was just like, man, it feels like bigger here for some reason. Now what was the one we went to? Was it Acon? That like the first one I went to that was downtown? Remember it was
So unfortunately, one of the first,
Turkey Fest.
yeah. Unfortunately, one of the first cons she went to was like one of those A-fests that had like way too many people. The fire marshal was probably called in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it was just people everywhere. So yeah, it was A-fest when it was still downtown.
Now,
Oh,
when I
yeah,
went to
that was
that,
busy.
I thought it was a ton of cosplay,
Mhm.
but I think that's because I had never seen it before.
Mhm.
That was the first time I was just like, this is crazy. But sorry, but my point is, and I remember seeing a lot of cosplay at WeebCon, but this one felt, because like all the panels, all the, games, like the Japanese arcade
Mhm.
games, they had all the stuff you mentioned,
TCG tournaments.
all the CCG tournaments. There was like something for everybody.
And it could just be attributed to the people who put the event on. Like if you've ever gone to like apply to be a vendor, right, at one of these shows, you might get denied but not because the stuff you're selling is not good. But if they already got 5 people selling Funko Pops,
Right.
they might deny you just to have someone coming in selling Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Right. And so it seems like maybe it's attributed to them that they did a really good job of getting a little bit of everything.
Well,
I mean, they even had the tattoo.
Oh, yeah, the
Like a
tattoo.
whole
They
big
had tattoo.
Yes.
they had a
Oh,
big
okay.
tattoo booth.
Yeah. And they must do well because there were 4 tattoo artists. The guy we talked to flew in from Jersey
Oh yes.
and said he did like a 6-hour tattoo.
Yeah.
But they come all the time. Like I think he said like they'd been to previous ones. They always get
Yeah.
invited.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, for you to pay to come down here, you must get good business.
Yeah.
But the other thing they had a lot of was different, like not classes, but they had like
Oh yeah.
they had cosplay for plus size. They had like
Wig,
sewing
the
tips.
Wig 101.
Wig 101.
And so it was. So what I will say is, it was way more cosplay centric.
Yes.
And for me, that is just my default expectation of when I go to an anime convention. Is that there will be cosplay stuff everywhere, and there were, and it was right. The people cosplaying, they even had a booth that would repair your cosplay.
Yeah.
I saw that booth.
If you tear it, or if you whatever lose a piece or whatever, something's falling apart. So it was real cosplay centric, and so that kind of also leads me, because when I think of cosplay, I think of one thing. I think of anime.
Oh yeah.
And so when I think of, like you said, there was the meetups, there was workshops, there were places to buy, outfits, there were places to fix your cosplay. Everybody's dressed up here, there, right? It's like just like anime central.
Well, and the other thing is when we would talk to people about their about their cosplay, they were so excited to talk to us. I mean, they were just like just very proud of their outfit, which was like refreshing to see them so happy, that we just stopped to talk to them.
Yeah, because I feel like, this is no disrespect to WeebCon, but I feel like when we went to WeebCon, I feel like if you did it by the numbers, there was probably more cosplayers. But I think if you did it by the percentages, there might have been a higher percentage of people cosplaying
at Frontier,
Anime Frontier.
Probably.
And I feel like WeebCon was I don't know what word to use, but it seems like there wasn't a lot of low tier cosplayers at WeebCon.
Oh, I guess because the venue, that
it's like everybody that did cosplay was trying to make a statement and put on a show.
And I think their prize, they actually have a not tournament, but like a contest. I think their contest is a lot bigger too.
Yeah. So Anime Frontier, you had a little bit of a wide range of skill level and money and time invested, right? So that's also kind of refreshing, a little bit, because you had some people with not so great cosplays, but they didn't care. They were just there having fun. So that part was cool. So anyway, okay.
Sounds like we're in agreement.
Sounds like we're in agreement. Y'all ready to get to round 3?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Round 3.
And we kind of were already doing it, but this round we're just going to recap the show. We're going to talk about some things that either we bought or we ate or we saw.
Yeah.
Who wants to let's go. Who wants to go first?
I was going to mention one of the cosplay outfits that I thought was super cool, but I don't know who it was, so I'm hoping you do. Remember the girl that had this, like it was like the spider things, she was real short and she had the
one we interviewed?
Yeah.
With the lights on it?
Yes.
So I don't think was it a spider? I think it was like a foxtail.
Oh, foxtail.
It's like
was there a whole bunch of them?
Yeah.
Did she look like Ari?
She had white hair, and then the thing had like little red glowing things on it, maybe like eyes.
Were they blue?
Red. Yeah.
I might be right. It might be Ari.
Yeah.
From League of Legends. It's a fox girl. Probably has usually I think she has like 9 tails.
Yeah.
She looked freaking cool.
And we interviewed her.
Yeah.
We interviewed her, so we should know this.
I know.
We interviewed a lot of people.
We interviewed so many people.
Yeah.
So
including Glenn.
Yeah, including Glenn. But her outfit was like so cool, and it was funny because she was very petite, like very small person. And what did you say? I think when you asked her like, "What are your tips for anybody else who wants to cosplay?" And she was like, "Don't get wet because
don't wear this material and then get it wet."
Yeah, because it was really heavy. Like when it got wet, it like really weighed down. And I'm sure with her, there's a tattoo. All the tattoo guys.
Yeah. We just passed a V1 Tech, but I didn't see Glenn over there. Where were you?
I was around somewhere.
Okay,
I had to be somewhere around there.
So yeah, I thought that cosplay was probably my favorite. Did y'all have any favorites that y'all saw or that just stood out as like super like detailed?
I have one, but the problem is I don't know the character's name, but it's from Kaiju number 8. I don't know if y'all saw it. It was a girl playing the blonde-headed chick from Kaiju number 8. She had a big axe. She actually had like an anime
Boy, I thought you were about to say something else.
I thought he was. I was like,
no. She had an anime accurate axe. I remember this was a Family Con. But
That's right. That's right.
They had like a gigantic axe she made, and she's actually, I think she specializes in wigs because her wig was not moving, and her character's like hair is like weird, like in a loop.
Yeah,
and just stay like that. But I also like Kaiju number 8. So
well, there you go. I don't know. I mean, there were just so many. I mean, honestly, I think it's going to be the Genshin Impact ones because those outfits just had, not any one in particular, but those just generally speaking, all of their outfits just had so much detail in it.
Genshin, yeah,
it
always does.
So it's you had the wig element too, right? Plus, a lot of them had 3D printed weapons, and then the costume itself. I don't usually refer to cosplay as a costume, but I don't really know another way to put it. Their whole costume was just so detailed, right? As opposed to a cosplay outfit, like because some people can. I'm not saying they didn't look cool, but I'm going to play Luffy, and they just got on some jorts and a Hawaiian looking shirt, right? Nothing wrong with that. That's dope too. But that's more of like a cosplay outfit versus like these full blown detailed costumes from Genshin. So it's like those are probably the ones that I like the most.
I want to see. I found the video. I want to see if I can. Y'all can see it.
She's so unprofessional. Yeah.
Oh, that video. Yeah, I think that's all. I'm gonna get flamed if I'm wrong, but I think that's Ari.
She looked so cool.
Well, like I said, we interview her. So if you really want to know who she is, actually, I don't think I put out all the full cosplay interviews yet. So I'll probably be doing that before Monday. So if y'all really want to know who that was, you'll find out. All right. So what else? So here's the deal. I want to talk about the food situation.
The food was good.
I'll say,
what did you eat?
You ain't got to rub it in
because we had a hot dog. Okay, what did you have?
You had a hot dog. I had a nacho.
Okay,
so
and
whatever.
And no disrespect, but let me tell you the story real quick. So it was Sunday, so last day, we had to check out at a hotel, and that was a whole thing because it was valet parking. So, but we weren't ready to go, so we had to like call the car, load the luggage into the car, and then tell them, all right, take it back, right? And then we went for the Sunday con. So we didn't get, all of that took so long, we didn't really get to eat breakfast. So we were like, we're gonna get like an energy bar or something, and then we're gonna let's just grab the nachos and the hot dog, right? So we get it, and we sit down at this table with these random dudes who ended up being cool.
Yeah, super cool.
They were ripping Pokemon packs.
Okay.
One of them actually pulled that Pikachu SIR from Surging Sparks.
Which is insane.
Is that big? That one?
It's like $500 raw.
Oh my God.
Ungraded.
That's
It's $500. And it just came out.
Yeah.
That's
He's
insane.
like, yeah, I just pulled that. We were like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, we've pulled 100 packs so far and hadn't even come close to it. So anyway, so he got that and he sold it back to the vendor and blah, blah, blah. He made all his money back. Anyway, we look at what he's eating though. We were like,
where did you get that?
Where did you get that?
It looked way better.
What are those?
Yeah.
Right? And he was like, oh, it's way on the other side.
Yeah, totally.
So you found it?
I found it.
All right. What was it?
So
and
this is my rule to cons.
okay.
Tell us.
Always just walk the corner. You gotta walk all the corners because there's somewhere that has like really good food. Now it's usually expensive because it's a convention.
Yeah.
But I mean, I found some ramen. I'm a ramen person.
Okay.
Yes.
So I love ramen, and I know they also had those like
Beef bowls or something.
like that. Yeah, they had those.
Yeah.
But it was literally all in the back corner, and it was great. I don't have anything else to say about it was great.
We were on the opposite side. We didn't. I think our legs are like we were just exhausted.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, and then by the time we found out that the good food was over there, because I think we passed the place a million times.
We did
because it looked pretty cool. If it's the same place that I'm thinking of, there was a setup and it looked pretty cool, right? But we were like work. You know, interview. Hey, go blah blah blah. So we didn't pay any attention to it. And we didn't really even know exactly where it was at until we already ordered our food. We already had our food, so we weren't gonna I'm not gonna dump the cheese nachos.
Oh, I mean, I agree with that too.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta, blah blah blah. So, what about this Japanese arcade?
I thought this was cool, and I just want to point something out. I feel like when I rewatched this video, I was like, it looks not empty, but it doesn't look that busy.
Well, this is day one.
But I think I noticed it even on Saturday, and I think the thing is like it was really busy, but I think it was so spread out, and which I liked because we've been to some where it is scrunched and you're like trying to walk down the aisle and you can't
it's really
even
hard to move.
Stop. Yeah. So I appreciated that they had a really good amount of space for everything.
And if anybody wants to see these are videos that are already posted to our YouTube page. So make sure to go check them out. Make sure you hit that like button. Yeah, because the thing was, the only place it was like crowded was in the lobby.
It was in the lobby going to the bathrooms.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think it's because of music. Because I think they had like a DJ out there.
They did.
Yeah,
Yep.
but even the other side where the DJ wasn't, it was still kind of.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so I was just like, why is everyone out here? Am I missing something? And some people were just hanging out and.
You know what I think? Something occurred to me this morning.
Okay.
And I thought, this was our first time doing this as press.
Yeah.
And we asked the cosplayers a lot of really good questions. But I thought of
we did a good job.
Yeah, we did. I thought of another question. I thought of another question though that I thought would be good.
Okay.
And this is just me wondering. I would have asked them what was your main motivation for coming to Anime Frontier? Because are you here because you just want to this isn't like a thing for you and your friends to dress up and it's just fun to do? Are you looking to socialize and meet friends and other cosplayers? Like, are you coming for the vendors, whatever? Because I'm thinking now, looking back and based on that comment you just made, I think a lot of these people, this is like community for them. Yeah. Like this is like, I want to go meet other people and see other friends and people I've met at other cons because we all go to the same ones.
Yeah.
So that's probably what they were doing.
Oh yeah. Like for sure, because a lot of my friends, they are in the DFW cosplay community.
Yeah.
So whenever we
Shout
can
out.
actually big time. Whenever we can hang out and see each other, because these are some people I don't see for 2-3 months.
Yeah.
So when we get a chance to actually relax after they get done with their cosplay photos and everything like that, and just hang out and go get some food, it's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Because even the guys at the table we sat at with the good food, they did not share their food. They did give us some free Pokemon cards. It was just the bulk, but I appreciate it either way. They were from 3 different parts of Texas.
Yeah.
And they all met up here, coming from all different parts of Texas. So they all decided, let's get tickets, let's meet up and hang out.
Yeah, and I think it's probably like that with any hobby. Like my dad's really into Bigfoot, and they have different Bigfoot conferences all over. And I bet you it's the same people that always go to those. So it's probably something very similar,
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I'm glad you said that because I had been thinking that too. I was like, I bet you this is just like a social event.
Yeah.
For them.
Big time.
So here's the video of the Gundam base tour that we did. Shout out to Bandai Namco for inviting us and letting us tour the base.
And Justin, shout out to Justin.
Yep. He did a good job.
He did a really good job.
I was like, whoa, do it.
Like he does this.
So Gundam, you said you were able to check out the Gundam base, right? Do you do models?
I do not do models. I have tried, and it's not modeling.
No, it's not. It's
The
not
models are not modeling.
It's not doing the do.
Nope.
My thing is, I don't do them either. But if I did, I would probably do Gundam.
I agree.
I mean, Gundam models when they're done, I mean, they look dope.
Is this
Gundam-
like advanced Legos?
Yeah. Like that might be downplaying it.
Right, that might be offensive to somebody.
Yeah.
But the point is, you're following instructions to put something together, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because some of them you have to paint and glue.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to do a
okay.
whole bunch of stuff.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. That's.
I had a Unit 2 in like a Gundam type thing like this, and no, it's still not built. It's on my wall.
So
Wow.
I did specifically ask him about statues. I will do statues all day long.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of pointed me to action figures, which I don't do as much. I might get some heat for that, but I feel like statues just. I'm not posing action figures, but the statue is the statue, and it sits there, and you don't have the weird breaks in the arms and the weird whatever. So, but like I said, they showed, it's probably coming up here in about a minute. He showed us a death site that was like, because outside when you're standing in line, they have those displays, those lit up displays that you kind of like at a jewelry store, and they had a death site in there. I was like, that mug is clean, because that's my favorite Gundam. It's got to be death site.
Yeah, that was cool, and he was super cool.
Yeah, and we actually talked to him. We should have kept the camera rolling. We actually talked to him more after about his story on how he got into this, and he also has a podcast. He also mentioned that he wouldn't mind being on our show. So Glenn, you're gonna take your seat. No, I'm just kidding. He lives in California, so.
That's far.
Anything that we do will have to be remote.
Yeah.
But no, the Gundam base, like sometimes there's a wait, there's a line. Like last year, man, that line was constant and it was around the corner.
Yeah.
I believe
so
it.
this year I didn't really see the line that long. There's not a knock to Gundam or anything like that or Bandai, but this year was a lot more manageable if you wanted to get in there.
Well, and remember last year they had the giants.
Yes. The giant Gundam walking around. There's Death Sight. Give me that.
Oh, that's cool.
Give me that.
Well, no, not even just walking around the display.
Yeah.
It was just like
That's really cool.
humongous.
Yeah. So
And walking around though, that was cool.
Yeah. So last year, like I said, a lot more difficult to get into the Gundam base and get the tour, but this year was a lot more manageable. So, not sure what they changed or what they did different, but yeah, if you ever see this, because this is I don't want to say it's like a traveling thing, but they do set this up in different parts, even other countries.
Have you seen them at other conventions?
New York Comic Con?
Oh yeah, I bet.
one.
Yeah.
I think they've been in Seattle. I think they've been in other parts.
Oh,
of,
Emerald City Comic Con,
Texas. I know I think they got one in Korea. So if you ever see Gundam base, G base, anything like that, go. It's worth checking out.
It's really cool.
Yeah. So even if you don't do models, if you just appreciate Gundams and statues in general from anime, just check it out. Look at this. Look at this board.
No, I agree. I like the lore too.
Yeah, just a history of everything Gundam all on one wall. Right. So what else? Speaking of statues.
Oh yeah.
What you got?
What was that? Fan service? Is that what it was called?
Fan service. He had a booth, and the name of this company was Fan Service.
Yeah, and he said it's a triple entendre because the picture,
The logo
is a fan.
Yeah.
And then he talked about fan service as in like anime, the way anime knows it.
Even though we were at a family show.
Right. But and then he also said, and also this is for just fans of.
It's a service for the fans.
It's a service for the fans. Yeah.
That he's doing with the.
And I just have to say, I just thought this was funny. We asked him about his website, and he was telling us, and because it was a little different, that it wasn't just like fanservice.com, because the people that own that are, what do you say, air conditioning company or duct
from
repair?
Germany or something.
But it was like duct repair.
Yeah,
because it was like fan.
Yeah.
Like
AC.
Okay. Like AC. Yeah. I was like, that's so funny.
So
in Germany?
Yeah, or something
Funny.
like that. So Sweden or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So his website is fan-service.
Yeah. It was just funny.
But I mean, he had one of the coolest tables, because he had the table that had all of the statues out of the box on the table.
I think I know your booth you're talking about now.
I was like, yo, because my thing is, and this is a quote that we've been floating around here for the past 6 months or so, low effort content. Anybody can set up a table, put a tablecloth on it, and just throw a bunch of, hold that up.
Oh.
Throw a bunch of statues just on the table just like this, right? And they're going to sell and people like them. But to actually take the time to stage them
and do all of that,
right? And group them together with like type, right? All Chainsaw Man here, Dragon Ball here, and pose them in yo, I was like, this table's dope. I mean, every single time I passed by the table, it was just like, nope, I'm supposed to be doing this.
Right.
But it's like I wanted to stop there.
And then
I
don't know if you could.
It's the Boo.
Yep, we got Boo, Majin Buu.
Boo eat you.
Yep. So we got both of those.
So somebody likes pink stuff. So I'm not even sure if any of us knows what this particular statue is.
Oh, this character?
Oh yeah, this one.
Oh yeah, I don't know her name, but she's from the Slime show.
She's from Slime?
She's totally from Slime.
So, okay. So here's the deal. We were talking about Slime, and I told you I watched Slime on the tread, right? On the treadmill. I'm assuming at some point the main monsters in the show have a human form. I'm assuming that's what's happening. We're not there yet. The slime is still a slime.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
But similar to old school Dragon Ball Z, where they show Goku turning Super Saiyan, when they show Trunks standing there, even though they haven't introduced him in the show yet, it's the same thing. If you watch the end credits, you see a group full of like fighting human looking people. But where I'm at in the show, there are no fighting human looking people. There's a slime, there's a wolf, there's a goblin, as far as like a leader right there. And I think I'm at the part with a troll, an elf, not an elf. They showed elves, but a dwarf. There we go. So
you're pretty close to when that happens.
And then they showed the dragon in the beginning, right, that he absorbed or whatever. So I'm assuming that they all end up getting some kind of human body. So she's in the slime?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We just thought this was like a cool statue because like she's kind of flying down, like she's kind of falling down.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, she's like in, I think, 50 episodes in.
Oh,
maybe.
I don't know if I can watch Slime for 50.
It's not bad. It's like, it's like, I don't like power fantasy anime.
Yeah.
So like, I'll watch it and be like, this is cool, but there's no stakes to it. And I know a lot of people could be like, there's always stakes to slime anime. But like me, I'm just like, I don't.
So here's my problem with this type of anime. Isekai, whatever you want to call it. The first episode of Slime, where he was in the real world, he was doing his thing, the tone and the seriousness of what was happening and what was going on, that show to me looked dope. And it seemed to have been better than what I'm watching so far. That's my only problem. Don't what they say, don't tease me with a good time. Don't tease me with that piece of it and then throw me over here. Like, I'd rather you have just started me over here in the fantasy, right? And not shown me what could have been if he didn't get hit by the car or whatever happened to him. I don't remember.
I don't either. Actually.
Something like that. He died. They
somehow.
usually all end up dying or something.
Truck-kun usually hits him.
Yeah. What you got? You're about to say something.
Oh well, she's gone now. I was gonna say the person that was just on the screen her outfit was so cool.
Oh, the Vash.
Yes.
Yeah, we got her interview up too. We got her full interview up. So.
Oh my gosh,
make sure
her cosplay was so cool.
Yeah, it was so detailed.
And the girl I was talking about that I unprofessionally showed a minute ago, it will actually be on in a minute because this was the video I found her on. Do we want to talk about some stuff we got from vendors while we're on this topic?
Sure.
This girl's cosplay was really good too.
Yeah, I think that's Genshin.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hers was super detailed.
She made it all.
Yeah.
Really?
And I think she's like in high school.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. From what we gathered, I think she might be in high school.
Yeah. She's young.
Yeah, she made it all.
Yeah. She was really sweet. Anyway, okay, a couple things. First of all, let me see if I can strategically show without
Oh, she about to break something.
not being able to hear me.
Black lady.
So we got this cool backpack thing.
So when did we see this? We saw somebody with a bag similar to this at A Fest when we did A Fest back in the summer.
Yeah, but they were just like carrying it. You know, it looked like one of those good quality bags. But this one is a backpack.
No, that's what I'm saying. I saw people with them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it's super.
You can actually wear it as a backpack.
You can wear it as a backpack.
Cool.
It's super functional.
Yes.
So it's not just like another. It's not just a big ass bag, and it's not just a big nice bag.
That's really cool.
Yes.
It was super nice, super helpful.
Yeah.
The other thing we really didn't get much. There she goes. We really didn't get much stuff because we were working.
Yeah.
But we did stop by, and I want to give this girl a shout out. Mega Mouse Arts.
Yeah.
And she's on Facebook and Instagram, Mega Mouse Arts. This girl can draw. Okay. And Glenn knows because he knew who we were talking about right away.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple things we got these two.
Ray and Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're for the car. They're like car decals.
Yeah, the dark car decals that you won't let me put on the car.
Yeah, I don't have any.
We drive a like a black Honda Accord Coupe V6. She won't let me put that on.
He had to point that out. How does a V6 matter for this?
It matters.
For this purpose, for a sticker purpose?
It matters.
Okay.
You can't put those on a 4-cylinder.
Oh.
Okay. Is mine? No, mine's a 6. I had to make sure. Make sure. I got car stickers on my car all over the place.
See?
You do? So yeah, we have nothing.
Nothing.
But I might make an exception.
Okay.
But we might have to get a Fallout 4 sticker too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So we got those. And then, the only other thing, what'd I do with them?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think they're still in the bag. You can't really see them very well because they're rolled up. But we got a, you can kind of see the lettering. This is, one of them was
Star Wars, Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought it was Japanese,
really cool.
but he said it's the Chinese one. But whatever, it's a cool poster.
Yeah.
And then this one, what was this one that you got?
Was that the Gundam with the Japanese?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're, I'm sorry. And it's not unrolled, but whatever. We got these two cool posters and eventually we'll have them up. And then the only other thing I had, which was not anything we bought, but something that they gave to us.
You know what we didn't get?
What?
V1 Tech.
No, we didn't. I think we're done. I think we're probably done with V1 Tech for a while.
Dang.
We have.
That hurts.
Well, we have.
Dang.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It makes sense.
And I think we have 2 that are still not up.
Yeah.
So we have 11.
Yeah, I have so many at home. I'm just like I use my daughter as an excuse of you guys need more artwork. Here
I know.
You go.
And every time we go there, I'm like, oh, I like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's just so many.
I don't know. You see some bare walls over there?
Well,
there's always
room.
There's always room.
There's always room.
Okay.
But the other thing we got, this was not anything we bought, but Justin from Bandai Namco hooked us up with the Gashapon stuff.
Gotcha machines.
Yeah, so we got this bag.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and he gave us some coins, so we got to put them in the machine.
Oh.
And
I think I went for some windbreaker stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we went back to use these, but it was popping over there.
Yeah, they did not have enough space.
Jeez,
no,
they should have had 4 times the space.
Those gotcha machines get everyone.
Yeah,
because I'm just like, yo, I'm trying to get to my windbreaker, man.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're local,
like, no.
If you're local to the DFW area,
okay, shout out.
They have a grand opening at Grapevine Mills Mall. It says largest in Texas. I think it's like Gashapon store or
That's
whatever.
really cool.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
So,
and I will have that video up soon because he also gave us a tour of that section as well.
That's dope.
Yeah. So shout out to Bandai Namco coming through.
So that's all I think we got. What about you, Glenn?
What'd you get?
So this convention,
did you overspend?
No,
Okay.
I was almost going to overspend.
Okay.
So going back on the last question on like anime convention.
Yeah.
I liked this anime convention a lot because it's very hard for me to find figures in general.
Yeah.
I love Fate figures, Saber, and all of them. So I kind of like also judge conventions on what rare figures I can find.
Yeah.
And I found pretty much the majority of the rest of the figures I needed.
Nice.
They're expensive, so I didn't buy them. So instead I bought
But you got to see him.
Got to see him, yes. But I got to actually. There's a vendor that actually sold crocheted flowers.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all saw them.
I don't think so.
They were really cool.
Yeah?
Really, really cool. So I bought 3 roses, one each for my daughters and one for my mom.
Aww.
So that's what I bought. So
That's so
yeah.
sweet.
Other than that, I didn't get anything for myself.
You
this
didn't?
time. Nah.
Yeah. Well, you go to these all the time. You could probably.
Yeah, the
at
thing I
any
wanted
time.
was like $500, and I'm like, not today. Next time, maybe.
We
It's a
interviewed.
PS5.
We interviewed a vendor that had. Remember they had all those statues, like
Yes.
hundreds of statues.
I think she said
Crazy.
1,000.
Yeah. Oh, okay. 1,000.
Was it at Frontier?
Yes.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
one of the interviews that we did.
Yeah, it's on here. I mean, it was just they probably had 4 booths wide, maybe 5. I don't know, and it was just covered.
I probably saw them. That might be the booth I'm talking about.
Yeah,
They're coming up.
and they said they, you know what's crazy? They said they don't have a website and they don't have a store.
Never
Like-
mind. Wasn't the people I was talking about.
This is
That's
all
crazy.
they do is go to cons.
Really?
Yeah,
I-
load up the truck and go.
and they probably thought I was like weird because I'm like, where are you from?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh, I'm from, I forget, New Mexico.
Chicago or something.
Yeah, but somebody was from whatever. They were from all different parts of the country,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, y'all put all this in a truck and drove this here. She's like, yeah, that's what we do. And I'm
Yeah.
like, holy moly, I can't even imagine the packing and unpacking and unpacking
yeah.
again. I
Well,
don't know. Maybe they
That's-
go.
I mean, that's why most people.
I can see them. I just saw them coming up on the left.
And we didn't do it like we wanted to, but that's why you can get a lot of good deals on Sundays because people don't want to go home with this stuff. They don't
No.
want to have to pack this stuff up.
All my buying is on Sundays.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll pan over to the left, but yeah, they were right there on that like main front row.
Meta TCG, they had some good stuff too.
Yeah,
It's hard to see because of the angle. Their booth that was set up, it was real. It was nice,
super nice.
and they had just a bunch of singles, a bunch of good singles.
Mhm.
Yep.
And so I was telling her, I was just like, back in the day, cons was like manga. You would see a lot of tables
Yes.
with manga,
Mm-hmm.
wall scrolls, DVDs, and statues.
I know that booth.
Oh, you do?
Yes, they're actually local to DFW.
Oh,
Nice.
that's cool.
And statues. So like that's what you would normally go to find, 'cause especially because anime DVDs were so expensive back
Mhm.
in the day.
Mhm.
If you wanted to get a good deal, you had to go to the like a con, and same thing with statues. Like
Mhm.
you couldn't just there's not a lot, but there are stores now you can go and get statues. But back then you couldn't get a statue anywhere.
Mm-mm.
You had to order it from some weird website and hope that it came through.
Yep, and
Right.
I did that, and the statue was this big.
Oh,
It was
Oh,
really, it
wow.
was really small.
Temu.
I don't know. It was a Temu from 2013, I guess.
We bought a bunch of statues at that first A Fest. Remember?
Yeah,
AFest is a good statue con too.
yeah,
That's where I bought my first statues.
yeah.
And then one of those places we went out, I think, unless my memory is confusing me, we went out to somewhere, I think in like North Dallas. Remember there was that store with all the statues.
Oh yeah, I can't remember what it's called though.
I know.
And they have I feel like they have a bunch of stores.
North Ellis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Anime Pop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anime Pop. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's such a hard thing to remember.
I know. I was like, it's anime something.
I
but-
used to go. I still do. They're actually closing down.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're actually having
No.
a.
See what happens when you don't buy?
Yeah.
Well, statues are so expensive.
Well,
It's just
actually,
like,
to my knowledge, I think they're closing down because the owner just wants to retire.
Oh,
So it's not
okay.
even that they're like they have a lot of of there.
yeah, they do.
Because they got
So-
manga. They have
Everything.
your Temu
Mm-hmm.
figures too.
fingers.
So yeah. So voice actors. Let's talk about the voice actors for a minute. Stephanie Nadolny, I think there was some kind of personal issues, could not make it. And what stinks about that is that we have multiple.
She's Gohan.
We met her
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and got autographs before, but now she's back.
Mm-hmm.
And it was dope. It was dope to hear her voice. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to hear it yet, but we actually went to the theater and we watched the first 3 episodes dubbed, and it was really
Of Dragon Ball Daima.
Dragon Ball Daima. It was really dope to hear her as Goku, right? As Kid Goku. But she wasn't there. I'm sure her line now that she's back would have been insanely long.
Yes.
But we also went to see what's his name,
Alex Lee.
Oh, okay.
and he had to cancel too. So that was the bummer for us as far as getting autographs. We were going to do Ray Chase, Cyclops, X-Men 97, but his line was consistently, when you're trying to, it wasn't like,
It's right here.
yeah, it wasn't like too horrible. Obviously, we've seen way longer lines, but when you're trying to work, it's like, to me, this looks like at least an hour
At
wait.
least.
At least an hour wait.
That's at least an hour wait. So, again, we did put out a video saying, here's some tips if you want to get autographs at a convention. So go check that out if you've never been. But here's a good representation of what I'm seeing. It didn't look like it was a bunch of people there, but that's an hour wait. This one,
That's an hour and a half.
Robbie
hour.
Damon
this
is super
This
nice.
is probably 2 hours here for Max. For the people in the back,
Yeah.
It's crazy. His line's that long.
dang.
Oh, not. I'm looking at his characters. I'm like, okay, that's a lot of. Then One Punch Man, but it's gonna get even longer when season 3 comes out.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, it's gonna be even longer than that soon.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Trina.
Let's talk about the panels real quick. So we went to Attack on Titan panel.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Which we have not watched. I mean, we watched the first season, maybe.
almost first season.
Watch it. So good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Well,
We gotta get
yeah, I
back.
don't know where it fell off exactly because when we watched that first season, like it was when the first season came out, and
Yeah.
then
Oh, that's when it fell off.
yeah, and then I don't know what happened.
Well, we were busy because we were having to watch all this other stuff too and play video
we're
games for
trying to do
our
the pod.
podcast.
We're doing the pod,
Yeah.
We're trying to get our pod on. But so we actually finally got to know why was Trina Nishimura always was wearing a mask. We've met her before.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And she always had a mask on. And it's not that I don't care. I know a lot of people get on, oh, you're still wearing a mask. I don't care if you're wearing a mask, but it's just like, why is she always wearing a mask? It's just, you're just like, oh, okay. And then she finally she said it in the panel that she said it's her partner. I guess it was maybe her husband.
Yeah.
Had cancer. And so going through the treatment,
He just got done with chemo.
right? And I think he's in remission now, right?
Yes.
Is that what she
Thank
said?
goodness for her. Yeah.
So we had something similar like that. I won't say who and where, but there was a podcast on this network, and the person's spouse, same thing, had cancer. So it was just like
Not playing around.
They always So we kind of had to stop that pod at a certain point while the spouse was going through the chemo, because just you
can't risk it.
don't want to be around people, get sick, get the C word. I don't want YouTube flagging this for some reason. But so yo, if y'all see somebody with a mask on, who cares? Leave them alone.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because you don't know what the F is going on in their personal life, and if they're getting V1 Tech, and if they're getting advice that they need to stay away from people and or minimize contact or minimize exposure, and they're wearing a mask to help that, leave them alone.
Yeah,
I agree.
I even knew a lady who she started wearing the mask because of, what was going on in 2020. But it ended up like helping her allergies a lot. Like she didn't have any more allergy issues or anything. So she just kept wearing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Yeah. Don't bother me. So anyway, the panel was the fact that we haven't finished Attack on Titan. That panel was actually good for us because they made it a point to not spoil anything at the end.
Yes.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, they were really
That's
reinforcing
really
it
cool.
too.
Yeah.
Because people could stand up and ask questions, and they were kind of like, don't spoil anything.
Right.
Like,
That's crazy.
politely. Like,
Yeah. So that was cool. And like I said, Bryce Pappenbrook was up there. We've gotten his signature before. And we got really lucky once at a Collecticon. I don't know what was going on. I think I know, but it's no scientific evidence behind this. I think when we met him the first time and I got his autograph and there was no line. I think the only pops he had out were very rare and expensive.
okay, yeah.
So it's not like everybody and their mama had them.
Because
Yeah.
he has
We
a
had 'em.
theory. He has a theory about lines and Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Like, so if they don't, if the person, the voice actor, whoever, or not actor in general, if there is no Funko Pop out there, or if they're super rare, basically like, you
You can't find them.
can't get them, the lines are shorter, even if the person's popular.
Yeah.
The lines tend to be not
So-
as long as you would think, I guess I should
So
say.
the second time we met Bryce Pappenbrook, which was I think at Riverwalk Anime, the line was insane. But at that point, more Kirito pops were out.
Yes.
More Aaron pops were out. More common versions of those pops were out because when I first met him, the only pops that were really out were like the old Aaron, which is like $400 or something at the time. The old Kirito Hot Topic exclusive, which was again
expensive,
super expensive. So I just was able to walk right up. Second time we had to wait, and now the third time we met him, we didn't have to wait at all. We had an appointment.
Right, because we did an interview with him.
We had an exclusive interview with
that's
Kirito.
awesome.
Yeah. And I threw my phone at him. I got so angry. That's not true. It's kind of true, but I didn't get angry. It wasn't anything like that. But I'm in the process of thinking about how I want to edit that video. And I'll be putting that interview out sometime in the next week.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, so we were able to talk to him about War of the Visions, Brave Exvius. He did the voice of the main character in that mobile game. Obviously, he talked about the new GGO. Finally getting a season 2 of GGO, not SAO GGO, SAOA GGO. Kind of wish they didn't do that, but they did it. Whatever. It gets confusing.
Yeah.
And talked about SpongeBob.
That's wild.
He was so nice. He's always been really, really nice. Bryce Pappenbrook.
Every single time we met him.
He's a really, really nice person.
Yeah. And the interview was great. He was super nice.
I just hope I didn't screw it up. It's first time interviewing somebody.
By throwing something at him.
I mean, we do pods. I can do this all day, but Captain America. But just like interview, like that's not my thing. But I had to jump at the opportunity. Sure, sure. I'll ask Bryce Pappenbrook some questions.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the video.
Yeah, I might give you a sneak preview.
Okay, I'm right here.
What else? I mean, I feel like we covered so much.
Let me see.
There's no way to cover everything. Is there anything else that stands out to you about the con?
Not really. I know from like a vendor standpoint, honestly, it was pretty easy for us, even with that construction going on. Where that construction was on the back is where we used to load in, so we couldn't load in there.
I didn't see any construction.
I kept hearing about construction, and I never saw any construction. So.
The facility is so big, you wouldn't, if you didn't vendor, you probably wouldn't have seen it.
Okay.
But there was also parking lots behind there too. So like they made it easiest for us to just drive our truck inside where the vendors are, get our stuff, and just leave.
Nice.
So that was really nice. But other than that, the convention was great.
I had a good time. I had a good time at Anime Frontier.
Did y'all do good? Were y'all pretty busy?
Oh,
like
yes.
Sales wise, y'all stuff is so like you see it from far away and you're just like, what is that? Like it looks so nice.
Like the stuff that you showed during our interview, like that stuff caught my eye, and it's like I would probably buy that. I don't know where I would put it, but it was like those two pieces were like, that's dope. Yeah,
I like that artist. Searlight. Yeah, I think that's where we had the interview at. Yeah.
What else you got?
No, I had a really good time. I liked seeing the meetups.
Yeah,
those were cool. The different anime meetups, because everybody just looked so excited, to like show off their
and the camaraderie.
For sure.
The excitement for a cosplayer that may have been different. Right?
Yeah. Because
you might have had a girl dressed up like a dude dressed up like a girl. Total support. You might have had, because how they do it is they kind of do a roll call. They do a group picture with everybody, and then they start calling out individual characters. Right? Sometimes there would only be one of that character, so they would kind of have to go and stand up there by themselves in front of 100 people.
A whole bunch of people. And
the support for them was dope because everybody would be cheering them on. Right? Because that can be kind of hard to do. Like everybody's watching me, everybody's filming me, and it's just me up here by myself in my cosplay that may or may not be top tier, right? And they might feel some kind of way about it. Even the top tier cosplayers that we interviewed sometimes feel a way about their costume. And so if you're a lower level, you're just starting cosplaying, don't worry about it. Just get out there and do it. That you will have support.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mentioned this because we potted that night, or we did our live that Sunday night.
ANX TCG Rips.
Yeah.
Shout out.
And we were kind of just doing not anything thorough, but just kind of like a little recap. And I said it on this show, and I said it on that one, and I'll say it again here. One thing that just warmed my heart about this convention is every like cosplayer that we talk to, he always asks the same question. Like the last question is, what advice would you give to somebody who may be new? And everybody had just the nicest response. And it was just like, everybody, you're accepted, do whatever you want, dress up however you want. It doesn't matter your gender, your race, your size. It doesn't matter if you look like the character, just do it. And whether it's like top tier or just you have what you take, what
you're just starting. Yeah.
Whatever you got, you can find. You'll be, we'll support you, and we'll somebody, what did they say? She didn't say
cheer you on.
Cheer you on.
Yeah.
But it was just like, it was so nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I really loved that. Just super welcoming, nice group of people.
Yep. And you don't see that at all cons. I feel like you see that more at anime cons though.
Oh, you do, for sure.
Versus like a gaming convention or something else, because they got some new type of cons that were getting famous for people making fun of people.
Really? What con was that?
I don't want to say it because it might be the wrong con, but it was really getting famous because it was like because we all know sometimes you go to a con, some people don't smell so fresh.
Oh yeah.
But this particular con was making a name for itself because if you don't smell so fresh, we will call you out, we will point you out and roast you.
Am I allowed to have a prediction? Am I allowed to have one?
Sure.
Do that? Is it the My Hero Con?
No.
Okay, cool. Because everyone always says My Hero fans kind of smell.
Got the BO?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I assumed it was that one.
So I don't want to put y'all on the spot, but one of the most interesting things that I heard was when we interviewed fans about the anime that they couldn't get into.
My Hero? Was My Hero number one?
One Piece.
Oh, One Piece? Oh, yeah.
Over and over and over.
That makes sense.
People are like, One Piece. I
think that was mine, too.
I was going to say, I think you said that,
and
too.
I'm literally wearing a Luffy shirt and a Zoro kimono right now.
Yeah,
so.
but if you couldn't get into it, you couldn't get into it.
But nothing happened, so.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was... Yeah, so that was probably the funniest thing. And I think we might even had the conversation about certain things, and it's just like, I don't know anybody who watches One Piece. And people talk about My Hero fans. I don't know anybody who watches My Hero. Like, for real. Maybe I do now, but like, I don't know anybody who watches My Hero. So when people kind of make fun of the fans, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about because I don't know anybody watch.
Yeah, I think you have to be, when it comes to those, like, not rumors, but like stereotypes for different anime, you have to be in that community to, like, I don't want to say understand, but just to kind of see it. Because you do. I like My Hero, and sometimes when I'm looking at like leaks or something like that, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna ignore this and just read my manga chapter and pretend those people aren't saying some stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it gets like that.
Okay.
It gets like that.
Well, somebody likes One Hero in My Piece because they're still like
One Hero in My Piece.
I mean, My Hero.
Boy, that's some new. That's some new.
That's what it's called from now on.
That's that cross.
That's their end game level.
Because it's still like everywhere.
Yeah, super popular.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's just like I'm just like I don't know who's watching it though. But that doesn't mean anything. Like back in the '90s, I didn't know anybody watching Friends, but it was popular.
Everybody was
I don't know anybody that was watching it though. Somebody was watching it. So anyway, anything or forever hold your peace?
I don't think I have anything else. I think this was good. I mean, I think we probably covered a ton.
And hopefully we will get invited back next year.
Oh, I hope so.
And hopefully we can do press at some other shows.
Cool Ava poster, my bad.
Yeah, that mug was clean.
That's dope. That's so cool.
Hopefully we can do some more press at some cons coming up next year, because con season is about to reset.
Yep.
It's all 2025. And this particular con, this was their 4th year, so their 5th, next year is going to be their 5th year. And I think they're going to try to go all out. So the rumor that I heard is that Anime NYC, is that a thing? Did I just make that up? They want to grow Anime Frontier to be.
That's big.
It is.
That's bigger than that venue.
Maybe, but I think they can do it. Like I said, I don't necessarily want them to turn it into big voice actor con, but you get 1 or 2, 3 names in there.
That's how you drive the attendance,
right? So for the 5th anniversary,
they can get it that big. It's a big venue. They're gonna need a bigger venue for sure.
It's in New York City?
Yeah.
Yes.
One. Okay.
So Anime NYC is in the same building as New York Comic Con. It just gets cut in half, which doesn't really mean much because it's still gigantic.
Yeah.
But it's a good convention.
Yeah. I think they can do it. It might end up being a mess.
Yeah.
If they grow too fast.
Yeah.
Right. Kind of like what we saw with Anime Riverwalk. The last time we were there, I'm telling you, you couldn't move. You could not. It was just people everywhere. So it might be a situation like that, but you get 1 or 2 more voice actors here, and you get AVersion TV doing the press. Damn, 100,000 people.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like nothing. So anyway, let's wrap up.
All right. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for listening to ANX Gamecast. If you enjoyed the show, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release new episodes. See you next week.
Shout out to Glenn.
Shout out.
Thank you all for having me.